Most people think money is simple. You're either broke or you're rich. Either you're stressing over every dollar at the grocery store, or you're driving a sports car with a yacht in the Bahamas.
But that line of thinking is a massive trap. In reality, wealth isn't a single jump from poor to rich. It's a ladder with 5 very distinct levels.
And according to financial statistics, almost 90% of adults spend their entire lives trapped on level 2.
You're working harder and harder every single year, but never actually building wealth. The worst part? Most of you don't even realize you're stuck. In this video, we're going to walk through all 5 levels of financial freedom. By the end of this video, you will know your exact financial level today. And more importantly, the single step you need to take right now to jump to the next level. To understand how this works, meet Alex. Alex is a normal guy. He goes to work, gets paid, pays his bills, and tries to enjoy his weekends. Alex wants to build real wealth, but he keeps running into a major problem. He keeps listening to financial advice that isn't made for him. Buy real estate, You see, generic money advice fails because it treats everyone the same. Telling someone in debt to invest in real estate is like telling a beginner swimmer to jump into the middle of the ocean. It doesn't work. To level up, you have to play the game according to the rules of your level.
So let's start at the bottom, where most people begin their journey. Level 1. Financial dependence.
At this stage, your monthly expenses are greater than your monthly income, or you rely on debt or someone else to cover your survival needs. This isn't just about high school students or college kids living with their parents. Millions of working adults making decent salaries are living right here in level 1.
Why? Because of debt. Let's look at Alex. Alex makes $3,000 a month. But between his rent, credit cards, personal loans, and minimum payments, he spends $3,200 every single month.
To bridge that $200 gap, he swipes his credit card.
One afternoon, Alex drives over a nail on his way home from work. His tire pops. P.O.P.
He goes to the repair shop, and the bill comes out to $400. Alex checks his bank account. He has $62 left until payday. Panic sets in. He has no emergency money, so he swipes his high-interest credit card again.
That $400 tire just got put on a 24% interest rate.
In level 1, every minor unexpected expense turns into a major life emergency. You aren't swimming, you're barely holding your head above water. You are at level 1, your main objective is survival and stabilization. Forget about buying crypto, picking individual stocks, or starting complex investments. Your only job right now is to do 2 things. First, build a tiny starter emergency fund of $1,000 as fast as humanly possible.
Sell things you don't use, pick up extra hours, or cut subscriptions.
Second, stop adding new debt and use the debt snowball method to smash your smallest balances first.
Once you stop relying on credit to survive, you step onto level 2, financial stability.
This is where 90% of hardworking people spend their entire lives. And on the surface, level 2 actually feels great. At level 2, your income is higher than your basic living expenses. You can pay your rent on time and buy groceries without stress. So why is this a trap? Because of a hidden financial force called lifestyle creep. Let's watch what happens to Alex. Alex gets a big promotion at his job. His salary goes from $40,000 to $65,000.
He feels accomplished. He thinks, I finally made it. So, what does Alex do?
He moves into a nicer apartment with higher rent. He trades in his old car for a brand new $500 a month car payment.
He starts eating at nicer restaurants and buying higher-end clothes.
Alex is making way more money, but at the end of the month, his savings account balance is still practically zero. People in level 2 aren't broke because they don't make enough money. They are broke because their expenses automatically rise to meet their income.
If Alex loses his job tomorrow, he has about 3 weeks before he spirals right back down into level 1 debt. He is trapped on a gilded treadmill. To break free from level 2, you have to break the link between earning and spending.
Step 1. Build a fully funded emergency buffer containing 3 to 6 months of basic living costs. Store this money in a high-yield savings account where it pays you interest while staying completely safe. Step 2. Automate your wealth creation. The moment your paycheck hits, automatically transfer 15% to investments. When you reach level 3, the entire game of life changes. This stage is called financial flexibility. At level 3, you have zero high-interest debt, a robust emergency fund, and a growing portfolio of investments. Money stops being a source of daily anxiety and starts becoming a tool for freedom. Let's look at Alex now. Alex has spent 2 years saving and investing. He has $25,000 sitting in his emergency fund and $40,000 compounding in market index funds. Work this weekend or you're fired. Old Alex from level 1 would have panicked and swallowed the stress because he needed the paycheck. But level 3 Alex looks at his boss, calmly closes his laptop, and says, "No, that doesn't work for me."
Why? Because Alex has what investors call... If he gets fired today, he doesn't care. He can live for a full year without a single paycheck while finding a job he likes.
To move from level 3 to level 4, you must transition from being a worker who saves to an investor who acquires assets. Max out your tax-advantaged accounts like your Roth IRA and 401. Focus on low-cost broad market index funds. This brings us to level 4, financial independence. This is the ultimate goal of the modern FIRE movement. At level 4, you reach a magical crossover point. Your investment portfolio generates enough passive income to cover 100% of your expenses. At this level, working for money becomes completely optional. How does this actually work mathematically? It relies on a proven financial principle known as the 4% rule. Portfolio balance times 0.04 equals annual safe passive income. If you invest in a diversified portfolio, you can safely withdraw 4% every single year without ever running out of money. So, if Alex spends $40,000 a year on basic living expenses, he needs an investment portfolio worth $1 million. Alex wakes up on a Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. He drinks his coffee slowly on his porch. He didn't set an alarm. While he was sleeping, his investments earned more money than he used to make in a week working a 9-to-5 job. He doesn't have to quit working if he doesn't want to, but any work he chooses to do now is purely for passion and purpose. Once you cross the level 4 threshold, your goal shifts from wealth building to risk management and capital protection. Finally, we arrive at the absolute peak, level 5. Financial abundance. At level 5, you have far more money than you could ever reasonably spend in a single lifetime. Your assets generate so much passive income that even after covering luxury travel and dream homes, your net worth keeps growing. At level 5, the game shifts away from personal consumption entirely. It becomes about impact, legacy, and generational transformation. Level 5. Alex isn't thinking about buying fancy watches or cars anymore.
He is thinking about buying back full-time for his family, funding scholarships for underprivileged kids, and building sustainable businesses. Money is no longer something you manage. It is an engine that changes the world around you. When you look at these 5 levels, notice something important. Moving from level 1 to level 5 isn't about getting lucky, winning the lottery, or picking the next trending crypto coin. It is simply about following a clear, predictable sequence. Most people fail because they try to jump from level 1 straight to level 4 overnight. Oops. They try to get rich quick, take massive risks, lose their savings, and end up right back where they started. Real financial freedom is built step by step. You fix your cash flow at level 1. You build your defensive cushion at level 2. You buy your freedom of choice at level 3. You buy your time back at level 4. And you build your legacy at level 5.
So, now I have a question for you. Which level are you currently standing on right now?
And which level are you committing to reach by the end of this year?
Drop your answer in the comments down below. I read every single one. If you are currently stuck in level 1 or level 2, click the video appearing on your screen right now. In that video, I break down the exact step-by-step framework to automate your investments and build your level 3 safety net in less than 12 months. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.